Playoff Central Live, Chris Miles here with Kevin McHale and Isaiah Thomas. 2 Game 7s in 2 nights, both decided by 2 points. Chris Paul becomes the oldest player in NBA history to record a triple-double in a Game 7 at 35 years old. And Luka Dort scores 30. It's the most points ever in a Game 7 by a player 21 or younger. So for you, Kevin, what was the most impressive part of all of those things that just happened?
Well, out of everything, Houston finding a way to win when James really has a very subpar game offensively. They scrapped. Covington made some big threes. They were getting into the pick and roll. They were getting a little bit discombobulated, leaving Covington open. In the fourth quarter, made a couple of big threes. It was just a good overall win by the Houston Rockets. And, like I said, when your top player does not play well, turns it over, doesn't shoot it well, it's hard to win, but they found a way. And again, give them credit. And they're defensively, I thought that they took Gallinari out of the game completely. He got nothing going against the Rockets. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really struggled too. And actually so did Schroeder. So 3 guys that they needed to play well offensively never got it going.
Yeah, especially Danilo Gallinari, just 4 points, at least Gilgeous-Alexander and Schroeder in double figures. So for you, Isaiah, what was the most impressive part about tonight's game?
I thought the ending part of the game, of course, with Harden's block, but in that offensive series, I thought Westbrook deflecting the ball, breaking up the original play on the left side or on the right side of the court, forcing the ball out of Paul's hands, and then, Harden making a block. So we never would have thought that these 2 players, Westbrook and Harden, name would be mentioned with a defensive stop in the 7th game. We thought we would be talking about them offensively as opposed to defensively.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, winning coach for the Houston Rockets, who will face the Los Angeles Lakers in round 2 on Friday, is available.
Mike, can you put into perspective James Harden's performance tonight, from the offensive struggles to the play at the end?
Hey, this is right now, Game 7s especially, it's not about, how good you play, it's how hard you play and how engaged you are. It's more brains and heart and not talent. And I thought we fought. I thought everybody fought out there and came up with big plays, because they're a great team at the end of games, but just the will to win is what's important. It's never going to be pretty, but it's a great win for us, for sure.
Coach, just speaking on the defense a little bit, how important is that for you throughout this series? The ball that changes the style and everything to get stops on the defensive end, time and time again.
Well, it gives you a chance to win every game if you play good defense. And, our offense was pretty good tonight. And it was good about 3-4 other games. And our defense is good the whole time. So it gave us a chance to win every game. Won 4 of them. So we just got to keep it going, until the next round, next time we play.
Mike, that block that James had to basically win the game for you guys, in some ways, is that a defensive move that's years in the making? I mean, there's been all this talk forever about he doesn't play defense. You guys have been saying for years that's obviously not true. He could not have had a bigger defensive moment than he just had at that blocking court.
Yeah, I agree, and that's the thing about winning games. There's so many different ways you can win games. Offensive rebounds, come up with a big play, big block, like you said, what James did. Cove has some big plays. Russell drive. I mean, it's just so many different ways. So many people have to contribute, and I thought everybody had a part in it. Everybody did something great, and. Again, our defense and the way Eric guarded Chris Paul toward the end, which has been a big problem for us, was terrific. So there's so many guys that contributed, and we couldn't have fought any harder. We could have played better, but we couldn't fight any harder.
Hey, Mike, and just get specifically your defense in the last minute and a half was spectacular. What were you talking about to the guys before they were inbounding the ball with a chance to win. What was the thought, and what did you guys do so well there?
Well, just, they were under the gun, and obviously with 2-point-something seconds, and we just want to make sure not to foul before the ball goes in, which we didn't. But the biggest thing was just switch everything, and knowing that don't let them lob you, don't let them get anything at the rim. They didn't have a whole lot of time to do anything, so just guys got to lock in at that point, just man up, and one big stop, and we got it done.
Jonathan Fagan.
Mike, to win this way, tight, relatively low-scoring game, big plays at the end, what is that, or does it do something for a team? Does it elevate a team in some ways to win this way rather than easily?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think it's been building the whole time. That's one of the reasons that we could get by them, was that our defense has been kind of, coming together, definitely, but getting better all the time and getting locked in. And again, these are the games, and if you want to win a championship or win playoff games, you got to do it with your heart. And I just thought we demonstrated that the whole thing. Guys were tired, obviously, but playing through that. It's good to have Russell back. I thought he had a good game, and that's going to be wonders for us going forward. So there's a lot of good things that come out of it, obviously. But first of all, Oklahoma City played great, and Billy Donovan does a great job, and their players. Dort gave me about 3 heart attacks tonight. So there was a lot of stuff on their side. They were terrific.
Mike, did you take us through the change of emotions you were going through in that last second and a half? It seemed like it took a week, and how you felt when it blew up the play. It was 0-0s, and it was over.
Well, I think you saw a little bit of everything, and I've been around a long time, and just at the end, it was just a little crazy, and but there's a lot of games that are going. That's what's great about the playoffs. It's just a lot of people making big plays. James made that big block, but so many players contributed, and the emotion is what it is, and you're competing, everybody, coaches, players. It's great to, that's why the playoffs are so terrific.
Mike, everyone knows how good the Western Conference is. You take some pride in getting into the second round now in each of your 4 head coach?
Oh, for sure. But it starts with the players. What I'm taking pride in is that our campus, which housed, I think, 6 to 8 teams, now we just have 1. So we're kind of lonely over there, but it's a great feeling. And